Grade 11, these are the answers, the part 2 of the answers for your fourth quarter revision questions. So number 21, a clear pale yellow fluid that makes up more than half of the blood is plasma. Plasma is the yellowish fluid in which all the blood cells are floating. 22, what are the circular structures shown in figure 32? The only circular structures that you have in your blood are the red blood cells. They look like a disc. They don't look like the regular cells. 23. How does asthma affect the structures of the lung? People who have asthma and they have a problem in breathing, the bronchioles, which are the end before the alveoli, they constrict, they are closed, and they do not allow the air to enter into the alveoli. So how does asthma affect the structures of the lung? It causes the bronchioles to constrict. 24. The heart's natural pacemaker is the sinoatrial node. There is a point in the right atrium which is called the sinoatrial node that produces the electricity and is responsible for controlling your heart contractions. 25. Why is it difficult for your body to return blood from your feet when you sit for too long? Because first of all, the veins, they do not have a muscular wall as much as the arteries have. So the veins, they do not pump the blood up. They depend on the power of the muscles surrounding them to push the blood up. So when you sit for a long time, the skeletal muscles are not squeezing the vein. 25b. 26. To help seal a wound, the platelets release proteins called clotting factors. The platelets are the part of the blood that are responsible for closing any wound whenever you have blood that is exposed to the air. A series of reactions start that end by forming a scab that closes this wound. If you have neither the A or the B protein marker in your blood is likely to be type O. A, they have A. B, they have B. A, B, they have both, and O, it has neither. Why does CO2 diffuse from the blood into the alveoli? CO2 concentration is higher in the blood than in the alveoli. So it's going to pass from the blood to the alveoli by diffusion. It is going to pass through passive transport because it's going to pass from the area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration. 29. How does emphysema differ from other respiratory diseases? The emphysema damages the structures of the lung beyond repair or treatment. The emphysema makes the lungs non-elastic anymore, and it's unable to expand when air fills it and then squeeze when air leaves it. So it damages the structures of the lung beyond repair or treatment. Number 30. Circulation is maintained in the veins by, again as we just said, because the veins, they don't have strong skeletal, strong muscular walls. They depend on the activity of the skeletal muscles to squeeze the blood through the veins. Number 31. How does the shape of red blood cells damaged by sickle cell affect their function? The red blood cells have a disc shape. In case of the sickle cells, they are not disc anymore, they are half a disc, and this affects their ability to carry oxygen, and at the same time it makes them clump. They get stuck together in the blood vessels, which causes closure of these blood vessels. So 31, they are smaller, carry less oxygen, and tend to clump in the vessels. Number 32. How do respiratory diseases like asthma, emphysema, and cystic fibrosis affect the respiratory system? They make, of course, gas exchange more difficult, and they make the person unable to breathe properly. The oxygen, of course, the oxygen carrying molecule in the blood is hemoglobin. This question looks really, let's adjust it. Oxygen carrying protein is hemotomy. Number 34. The AV node signals the heart ventricles to contract, pumping oxygen or blood from the right ventricle into. Okay, so on the right side, the blood goes from the right atrium to the right ventricle, and then it goes to the lungs. Through what? Through the pulmonary artery. Remember, we said all the arteries in the body, they carry oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery that goes from the right ventricle to the lungs, and it carries non-oxygenated blood. 35. Which muscles help blood return to the heart? Of course, the skeletal muscles that squeeze the blood in the veins. Permanently high blood pressure is called hypertension. 37. Which part of the respiratory system greatly increases its interior surface area? Of course, the alveoli are these small bags that are present at the end of the bronchioles, and the alveoli, because of their shape, because they are like small sacs, they increase the surface area, and they allow, of course, more air to be exchanged with each breath. Oxygen inhaled into the alveoli diffuses into the capillaries. The alveoli walls are lined by capillaries that allow the oxygen to diffuse from the alveoli into the capillaries, and the carbon dioxide to go from the capillaries into the alveoli. 39. The concentration of molecules dissolved in plasma determines which substances will diffuse in and out of the cells. Again, most of the transport will occur down the concentration gradient, so it's going to go from the areas of high concentration to the areas of low concentration as long as it's passive transport. 40. Where does the first construction of the heartbeat take place in the atria? This is all for your revision. I hope you do well in the test.